Yes.
What does this mean to you, this moment, or the moment that's about to be as we stand before the Capitol here? So, yeah.
I don't know. I was speaking to a reporter earlier, and I feel more like, or more than ever, that I belong.
Yeah, that's what I was saying to Grant.
In a way that I was talking to my friend the other day. Like, we're both biracial, and yes, granted, that is really inspiring just because he is as well. But it's more the idea of even though we knew he was going to win, sort of, when the fifth hit and that thing came over me, I was like, oh man, not only do I now more so belong, but I have more of a responsibility to be civically engaged.
Yeah, this speaks for me, Ray. This is what.
Yeah, and basically, I mean, I worked, on the campaign and volunteered at the campaign a lot, and did a lot of organizing. And now, like, just within my, like, I live in, near the MacArthur Bar.
Yeah.
Right? And
he's an Oaklander, folks.
Yeah, and there's, we have like a neighborhood group that used to meet about Obama. Now we meet for like.
Hey, what's your name, by the way?
I'm Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah, we meet for earthquake preparedness now. That's what we're doing right now, and we would have never done this before before this happened.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, it's like now I want to like work as I'm part of on the board of the PTA at a school that my kids don't go to, or I don't have kids right now. But when I have kids, I would want that PTA to be strong, and I would have never felt like that before I started working with the campaign. And
you think you're running for office?
No. I don't know if I can do that. But what was really inspiring today is I went to the Feed the People event, the volunteer event in Martin Luther King. There were more volunteers than were people that needed to be fed. They had to move people every 20 minutes. And it just showed me that even in like this recession, there's such a huge amount of affluence we have and time. And if you just make government cool again,
exactly. Yeah, because government was cool when I was coming up.
Exactly. People totally want to get involved. Like we were just talking about this. You were probably at the Oscar Grant protest. Yeah. And I was arguing with a friend about like. There's a lot of teenage angst at this protest. Yeah. But who's going to go to those BART meetings? Right. Who's going to go to those city council meetings, especially when it gets really boring and stuff like that? Are they going to continue to go to keep Dellums and the BART, BART accountable? Right. Or is it are they just going to do like everything else where it kind of dissolves? And I want to be part. As I was telling this reporter that was like, what are your expectations for Obama? And I said, or I heard something really good that Van Jones had said was, I'm not going to be disappointed if we don't get certain policies passed because I didn't help him create the space so that he could get those policies passed. Right. Because when they do polling and things like that, and they realize that they can't push for, universal health care, for example, it's because I haven't done something on a local level to help people, organize people so that we can make sure that actually happens. So I'm going to take responsibility as well. I think government's cool now, but now I want him to give me the tools so that I can facilitate that going forward. So I'm excited, Zeddy. I'm excited, baby. I'm excited. This is sweet.
Yeah. It's going to be on Oakland Focus, too.
Yeah, it's very Oakland. Yeah, it's very Oakland Focus.
Cool. Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, so Jeff, how did you come to be here? This is great.
How did I come to Washington, D.C.? Well, I was in a meeting with all our campaign staff, and they asked us. This was a while back. This was in August. They asked us, what do you want out of the next 2 or 3 months? And my answer was, I already bought my tickets. So he has to win, I was like, because if he doesn't, I have to go anyway and egg McCain's car or something, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, me and a bunch of other campaign staff came, and I just also have friends that are here. So I had promised too many people.
Local Oakland people?
Yeah,
Who's
local
here?
Oakland people. This guy like Harris Rashid.
Yeah.
You know Harris?
I know of him.
Yeah,
Erica's here, right?
He works for Green for All.
Right. Yeah.
There's a ton of people from here. Like Erica. You probably know Erica Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Works the campaign.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were too many people I promised that we were gonna, if he won, we were gonna come anyway. Yeah. And and I had to live. That's why I started. That's when I bought my ticket, and then I have to be here at this point. So now I gotta figure out how
Oakland represented.
Yeah. And it was pretty impressive. All of when Barbara Lee was over there at the CD9 thing, the whole place was packed. Like they had at least 300, 400 people there waiting for her, to be like, we're going to hold your feet to the fire. So that'll be kind of sweet.
Nice. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Definitely.